Sawadee krap, I'm JP Mestanza, and it's the middle of November, November 15th. Welcome to Phuket Xtra, brought to you by pvcphuket.com. A 3-month-old baby boy is now in the intensive care unit at Vashida Phuket Hospital following an attack by a group of monkeys that entered the house he was being cared for near Koh Phangan on Phang Nga province, and one of the monkeys bit him several times in the head.
The attack happened early Tuesday afternoon while the boy was left to sleep and drink milk inside the house on Koh Phangan. His caretaker, a 37-year-old relative, was outside when 2 macaque monkeys entered the child's room, and one of them began biting the baby's head, having left 5 to 6 heavy bite marks. The baby screamed and the caretaker rushed in, with the monkeys then fleeing into the forest. The baby was rushed to the Sub-District Health Promotion Hospital in the area, then to Phang Nga Hospital, and finally rushed to Phuket last night to undergo surgery at Vashida Hospital in Phuket Town. At midday today, members of the Phang Nga government arrived to lend support, while the baby's parents were also by his side. The baby remains in treatment and under close observation in the ICU, and the child's family and villagers have directly asked local agencies to investigate and take action to prevent any future attacks by macaques on the island of Koh Phangan from happening. For more, visit thephuket.news.com.
More than 800 people turned out for a public forum held at the Katu Witaya School yesterday to hear public opinion on nightlife venues being allowed to remain open until 4 a.m. in specified zones, with a unanimous show of hands in support of the move for Patong.
The Katu district chief chaired the opening of the forum, held as part of the measures required before 4 a.m. nightlife zones are piloted in 4 tourist popular areas in the country, including in Bangkok, Chiang Mai, Chonburi province, and Phuket. 6 areas in Katu district are under consideration. All are in Patong. And when the time came for participants to express their opinions and raise hands for approval on the issue, 100% agreed to extend nightlife hours to 4 a.m. This week, the Ministry of Public Health proposed that nightlife venues that close at 4 a.m. conduct an alcohol breathalyzer test on their customers before they leave, if they appear too drunk to get home safely. This idea is still being debated among officials in Bangkok, but what do you think about this measure? Let us know in the comments below. For more, visit thephuket.news.com.
In the bid to relieve congestion at Suvarnabhumi Airport in Bangkok, officials are now allowing most outbound foreign travelers to pass through automatic channels in order to quickly board their planes, and it's all starting next month.
So far, only holders of a Thai, Hong Kong, or Singaporean passports are able to go through automatic processing at Suvarnabhumi Airport, Thailand's biggest airport. But this week, officials from the Immigration Bureau say they're improving the computer programming and amending regulations so other departing foreigners could also start using automatic channels beginning December 15th, just before the New Year holidays. The commander of Immigration Division 2 says he expects this could increase the amount of outbound travelers being processed at Suvarnabhumi Airport from about 5,000 per hour to about 12,000 per hour, a significant boost in time. A similar move could be coming to Don Mueang Airport as well in Bangkok. For more, click the link in the description.
I was sure that it'll be easier to clear you from my mind. I wish you fall out from the window, take a bad trip to the ground. Ooh. Eating the pleasure, see your pressure just before you break a bone.
Geelong police were happy to report the arrest of a British man for allegedly possessing an illegal firearm that he allegedly dropped outside a nightclub in Rawai. But police provided no details of what happened, who he is, but they did strangely provide his arrest record from abroad, as if it had anything to do with any of the alleged crimes here in Phuket.
Police identified the man only as Jamal from England, who police say was wanted on an arrest warrant for illegal possession of a firearm. Police claim Jamal dropped a black Glock 19 firearm, which police actually called a quote blank gun, outside a night spot in Rawai after leaving the venue, and the security guard allegedly picked it up and told police. A check by police, according to authorities, revealed that he had left Thailand the next morning. Officers continued their investigation and identified Jamal as their main suspect and were issued a warrant for his arrest, which was done at his place of stay on Monday. However, no evidence was provided that he was the one who dropped the supposed firearm, no dates were provided of the incident nor of his fleeing the country, and no mention was made of where he was arrested. The venue where the firearm was allegedly found was also never revealed. However, police were all too happy to tell reporters of his alleged links to criminal networks in the area, but police also failed to provide evidence of that. They did also provide his scanned arrest record, which included one arrest 8 years ago in England for drug possession with intent to supply, which happened when the man was 18 years old, for which he served a few months in jail. This is curious because, as far as we know, drug convictions in other countries are not a concern for Thai authorities. In fact, one of the top ministers in the government, Thammanat Phrompao, was sentenced to 6 years in prison in Australia on charges of conspiracy to import $4.1 million worth of heroin. He spent 4 years in Australian prison and was deported to Thailand in 1997. He later changed his name to Thammanat Phrompao and used his connections to rise through the government ranks. Phrompao is now the current Minister of Agriculture and Cooperatives for all of Thailand. For more, visit thephuket.news.com.
1 month ago this week, a 62-year-old woman was arrested for driving her car through roadside stalls set up for the vegetarian festival in Phuket town, which killed one man. Neither police nor any Phuket officials have made public comments about this incident, not even when they had the chance to do it during a special event on Tuesday to mark the World Day of Remembrance for Road Traffic Victims.
The director of Chalong Hospital and the chairman of the Rotary Club of Sino Phuket's Road Safety Project Committee, Dr. Chuchat Nijawatana, stated that Phuket, on average, has seen 135 road deaths per year from 2017 to 2022, an average of 11 road deaths per month. From January to this week, Phuket has already seen 141 road deaths. Included in that figure is the death of a 49-year-old man who pushed his wife and child to safety before he was struck by a car that had rammed through roadside stalls set up near the Jui Tui Shrine for the Phuket Vegetarian Festival back on October 13th. All we know so far is that a 62-year-old woman was taken into custody over the incident. However, not one mention has been made of this incident by police or other Phuket officials during yesterday's event to remember road death victims, especially given the fact that this accident that took place about a month ago happened at one of the biggest places to celebrate one of the biggest festivals on the island. Yesterday's event, which took place at Phuket Wittayalai School, literally a 2-kilometer walk from the scene of that accident, was meant to mark the World Day of Remembrance for road traffic victims. Top Phuket officials were in attendance, including the PPAO president, Rawai, the highest elected official on the island, as well as the Phuket governor, the highest unelected official on the island, as well as top cops around the island and members of all 10 Rotary clubs in Phuket. During the event, motorbike helmets were handed out to students from several schools around the island, with Governor Sapon Suwanaran, who only recently arrived on the island, stating that the goal is to reduce the death rate on Phuket's roads to less than 110 people by next year. What are your thoughts on this? Drop us a comment down below. For more, visit thephuket.news.com.
Thank you so much for joining us today on Phuket Extra, brought to you by pvcphuket.com. We'll see you again tomorrow. Until then, stay classy, Phuket.
Phuket's rapid modernization has made it one of the world's premier holiday destinations. Investors can still buy quality condominiums for as low as $75,000 and luxury properties can go all the way up to $20 million. Condominiums in Phuket are a safe, secure bricks-and-mortar investment offering foreigners freehold ownership. Call or email Thai Residential, Phuket's #1 trusted real estate advisor, to find your perfect Phuket property.